One of the is a few things that I really, really enjoy. And one of the things is really reading things that pertains to the subconscious mind, right? And I remember I used to be like, I don't read, right? I used to be like, ain't nobody got time for that, okay? Because, honey, I was too busy focusing on things that wasn't going to get me the results that I desired. And the reason being was, and things that I was focusing on was stuff like watching Lifetime Movie Network, watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, all those things. And I was focused on those things. If somebody asked me, well, why would you focus on that instead of doing the work on yourself? Well, the reason I was focusing on those things was because I felt like I couldn't have the things that I seen other people with. So if I seen someone with a beautiful, luxurious car, well, luxury car, I felt like, I couldn't get that. Maybe next lifetime or something. But I felt like I couldn't get that. I also felt like, it was certain people who could live in nice big homes. And I used to think it was only white people. Okay. And so that's why I would focus and look at things that perhaps wasn't necessarily serving me, but was taking my mind off the fact that I wasn't I wasn't showing up for myself. Imagination, okay? Imagination. It's so funny how a lot of times we use our imagination for things that we don't want to show up in our lives. And this is one of the things that I absolutely love. I love studying. So when I say studying, books like this, Working with the Law by Raymond Howell, the Psycho-Cybernetics, okay, I absolutely love this. And I was sitting here reading a book, okay, and it talked about this man who would use his imagination. And it says, imagination plays a far more important role in our lives than most of us realize. I have seen this demonstrated many times in my practice. Now, I'm reading from Psycho-Cybernetics. Okay. A particularly memorable instance of this fact concerned a patient who was literally forced to visit my office by his family. He was a man of about 40, unmarried, who held down a routine job during the day and kept to himself in his room when the workday was over. Never going anywhere, never doing anything. He had many such jobs and never seemed able to stay with any of them for any great length of time. His problem was that he had a rather large nose and ears that protruded a little more than is normal. He considered himself ugly and funny looking. He imagined that the people he came into contact with during the day were laughing at him and talking about him behind his back because he was so odd. His imaginings grew so strong that he actually feared going out into the business world and moving among people. He hardly felt safe, even in his own home. Let me tell you something. If you are a person that's afraid to go out into the real world or outside, you stay cooped up in your room all day practically, is because of what you got going on in here. Okay? It is your mindset. Remember, the mind is not something that you can, is like, like the brain. The mind is action, right? And so if all day you are imagining how you're not good enough, you are imagining how, you can't win, you are imagining just garbage, okay, basura, okay, all right. If all that you are imagining those things, then you will continuously be a prisoner of your imagination. Now, I don't know if that matters to you, but honey, God didn't create you to be a prisoner of your imagination. No matter what people may have said, I am here to tell you that you have something so profound in you that you need to show up. Even if you're afraid. Even if you don't have all the answers. Even if it's going to cost you your old identity. The old version of you. The version that you feel like, no, this is me. The version that you've been conditioned to believe about yourself. Use your imagination constructively, not destructively. You got this.